Hello everyone, my name is Kiplagat Kipkemboi. Welcome to this presentation. Now I want to talk about African literature. African literature is literature about Africa. It is literature about the experiences of Africans. Now there are so many people who have spoken about Africans' experiences. Many people have spoken about African continent. Part of these people are non-Africans and others are Africans themselves. Now there is one major writer that I want to focus my discussion on, and this is Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe has written so many books. Two of his books, among other books, is Things Fall Apart and No Longer at Ease. No Longer at Ease is a genealogy of Things Fall Apart. Things Fall Apart was written first and then No Longer at Ease. But what is important to note is that the characters in Things Fall Apart and No Longer at Ease have a relationship. The main character in Things Fall Apart is Okonkwo, who has himself a son called Noye. Noye actually later converts to Christianity and becomes Isaac Okonkwo. Now Isaac Okonkwo has a son in No Longer at Ease. Obi, the main character in No Longer at Ease, is the son of Isaac Okonkwo. So literally, Obi is the grandson of Okonkwo. Now Okonkwo represents culture. Okonkwo represents many of the African individuals who embrace their cultural values and they could not let any other culture come in. They could not let the Western culture come in. But what happens is that the author, the writer, deliberately kills Okonkwo. At the end of the story, Things Fall Apart, we find Okonkwo, we see Okonkwo committing suicide. African values, some of the African values cannot withstand the change of time. They could not withstand the change of time. With the introduction of civilization, education, and religion, African values became fragile. They become fragile. Now, talking of No Longer at Ease, here is a character. Here is a young man who acquires himself education, very intelligent, to the point that the Umuofians become very proud and they agree to form a collection, to form a collective effort and sponsor this young man to go and study in England. And so Obi Okonkwo goes to England and acquires himself more knowledge of the white man. When he comes back, there are a lot of things that Obi feels to do, that Obi wants to do, but he cannot accomplish because of the culture of Africa. Like marrying a woman of his choice. Obi cannot marry Claire simply because Claire belonged to the category of people in Umuofia, in Igbo community, who are termed as outcast. Also, people are termed as outcast, and so Obi cannot marry. Obi again feels that he is among the many educated young men who are in a position to change the leadership of Nigeria, which has become corrupt. But again, towards the end of the book, No Longer at Ease, we find Obi failing. The author deliberately makes him to fail because he is found in a corruption scandal. Obi is found in corruption scandal, and so he is judged in a court of law, or in a court, and the judge wonders why a young man of his like can be found in a state of corruption. So basically that is about the two books by Chinua Achebe. Thank you.